McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets. They don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
The Goff's throw going into the hands of Williams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 38-yard line.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Hey, they're scared. They're scared. 59 is Mike. 59 is Mike. Check. 59. Here we go. Mike, check.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. Open man right side is Shark. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Off play action. Here's Goff. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Undercrush. Shell. Motion. Check. Tester.
Play action. It's Goff. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. DJ Chark, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. 7 now as they kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Bengals drive about to get going. 3-2 their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
First down, Bengals.
First down, here's Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. These two teams all tied after one.
Let's go, boys, bring it up.
With the score tied 7-7.
Here's a quick throw out wide to Dorsett. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
A first carry for Samaje Perine.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 7 yards, the pickup there. Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line.
At the 4-yard line.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bengals have taken the lead. And McPherson on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Bengals 14, Lions 7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
At the 29-yard line.
Now a second down and 6.
76. Check 59. Mike is 59.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Watch the safety creep. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Motion.
Goff a handoff here to Swift. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Go, ground. 59. Mike's 59.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Go.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And they work this out past the 25.
Complete to Hayden Hurst. It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Bengal first down.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Well, CD, you know, with receivers, we talk about their speed, great hands. It's tough to quantify elusiveness, but they say he has great elusiveness, and he showed it right there with a run after the catch.
And I caught a quick glimpse of him before the ball was snapped, and there was something about his body language where you could tell early in this play he wasn't just thinking 1st down. He was thinking end zone, and he got there.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Goff now looks to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
And a fresh start for DeAndre Swift and his teammates with this brand-new coaching staff. And they believe he can be a 3-down back. They want to get him in space against linebackers. 46 catches his rookie year. They expect that number to get into the 60s.
Swift's got the first down and then some. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 51 to Mike, boy. 51. Bound to lose one. 51, Mike. Mike, 51. Go, Mike, 51.
On 2nd and goal, Goff. Flush to his right. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
1st down, Cincinnati.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And this one's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Second and 10.
12.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This goes out wide for Mixon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First down, Bengals.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, this offense has had their way for the most part here in this first half. But that time, maybe they got a little greedy.
Well, it is hard to blame them, isn't it? Because like they said back in the 1980s, greed can be good. Stick with what's been working. But that time, I think he got a little bit too much air under that one, and it turned into a turnover that was much needed by that defense.
After the interception, here's Goff. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Detroit. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Cybert on for the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Bengals 21, Lions 14. Jack Fox.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that's caught inside the 35. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
I'm seeing a lot of hands on hips in that secondary, and I suspect a lot of mumbling under their breath as well, because this defense has had no answer for the passing game here in the first half.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Higgins. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And how about the rapport that these two had last year as rookies? Exactly what the Bengals had in mind when they made Joe Burrow the 1st-round pick and T. Higgins the 2nd.
They go play action with Burrow. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. right, Coach. Thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Taken from about the 12. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Nixon will try the right side. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 69 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow to Mixon on the check down. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Play action. It's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. Now he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Now Burrow. That is taken in by Hurst. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Burrow will throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now it's Burrow. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. 57. Mike, 57. Hey, kill. Let him know.
Goff now looking to throw. And Shark hauls it in. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. Here's 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Play action. It's Goff. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st down, Swift. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Swift. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked them back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available. and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Squeeze, double. Hey, watch hands.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
Everyone's got four down. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Go. 57 to Russ. You can't hit 11. Check 31.
Gone. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped, and nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
That's my boy.
A great effort there. 89 yards. And the Bengals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Lions 14. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit and time fading. On 1st down, it's gone. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
57 is Mike. Mike 57.
Value three.
57 is Mike. Mike 57.
You gonna see me in your number.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And our ball going to be intercepted yet again.
Picked off by Adrian Phillips.
And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
They have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. Meanwhile, Goff's throw taken in by Chark.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnose perfectly there.
Hold on.
On first down, Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
17. Check, 59.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Goff throwing again. And that's going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
I got you.
Here's Goff.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Super 66.
Goff now looks to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion.
And in for the Lions touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
That's the score. Bengals 31, Lions 21. Jack Fox to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
He'll drop to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Burrow. Well, look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Goff. Open man right side is Sharp. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Goff now to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to tie things up in the final minute. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
And with time a factor here late, they'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Now Burrow. Connecting with Mixon. And he's got a first down to the 40-yard line, but the clock runs. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Burrow. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Burrow. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
To throw, Burrow. That's the tight end, Hurst, with it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. So all eyes now locked on Evan McPherson. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And this one is right down Broadway. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that.
They've got his man complete. And he takes this all the way inside the Cincy 20. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some